Well, that's just Abysm and the Thessalonian guy. I think the rest of us were still here, just walking out. So maybe as soon
Yeah,
as he does
we're
that,
just walking out.
either Henrik uses a dim door or we just scamper out of there. Like, oh
I don't have a
shit!
dim door left.
So we just scamper out of
All I
there because
have
we're
is
like, oh
a
shit.
yeah. All I have is
Hopefully
a
before
wish
they
to
notice.
Yeah, I was not going to leave that guy behind. But I didn't
Yep,
want to
you're right.
discuss my plan in
That's
case
your
they
character. Your
overheard
morals.
us.
Yeah.
It's a good judgment call.
So yeah, if we go back there again, they might be pretty mad at us for
I'm,
also stealing what's his name, but
you're right, but I'm assuming it's an assumption. But I'm assuming at this point we have what we need and aren't going back. I'm concerned about the fact that she might be let loose. I'd be much prefer if she was just, imprisoned here forever, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. Which is why I was like, let's not discuss this further and give her other ideas. Let's just leave her here and move on. But hopefully this guy, if you wanted allies, might be able to help us.
Yeah. He has a name.
I mean,
that's what he
he's
looks like,
an
huh?
honest to goodness Thessalonian.
Well, now we have to decide what we want to make a rune weapon, right?
We can get 6.
Yeah, but I don't know what kind of thing I would make a rune weapon. Maybe like a staff or something?
I don't know what rune weapons do, so it's hard to say.
Right.
Does
Yeah, I'd probably
the
want to.
Amulet of Mighty Fist count as a rune weapon? Does that count as a weapon?
Uh,
No idea.
Uh,
I'm
Does this guy have a picture?
confused a little bit, because you guys keep saying like you just need these 2 items. Is the handout what told you that? What told you guys
well,
you
the
only
handout
needed
said
these
that.
2 items?
Can you bring up those handouts again?
Where is
It's
it?
5-3 and 5-2.
Okay.
It says they may even be pivotal in his defeat. For my own part, fragments of any of the mirrors from it's on 5-3. Fragments from any of the mirrors in the Peacock's Hall should suffice for a component. Delvine's equipment should suffice for enchantment, although one might be wise to cleanse them before they are handled.
Okay. So you guys are just making assumptions. Nothing actually specifically said. You only need those 2 items. Gotcha. Okay.
That's what I assume.
Well, that's the
Otherwise, you
only
might have
thing that
mentioned
these
them.
notes indicate.
Well,
it's fine. It is what it is.
it says there's something else too, but where was this here?
Infused with our Lord's virtues, extract latent magic within these components and then anoint their chosen weapons with this raw power. The Runeforged pool seems to have enough reserves to enhance no more than half a dozen or so Runeforged weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says that those enchanted with enchantment and illusion magic will be most potent against Karzal's defenses. So I assume that meant only enchantment and illusion. Otherwise, it might dilute the power.
My agents must use components infused with our Lord's virtues. Extract the latent magic within these components and then anoint their choice. So we have to extract the power from these items and anoint the weapons. Of any of the mirrors. The search for an agent goes poorly. Okay, so he was looking for outsiders who would be able to do this, because I guess he's trapped in here. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I see.
Henrik, you're the magic guy here. Can I have you roll your highest mental stat?
Surely. That was a 1.
Sorry, Abysm. Abysm, roll your mental stat. Henrik doesn't know anything.
My +8, it failed.
So, what you're getting is that when you make weapons with these certain alignments, they're going to be more effective against their opposed school. And so you are making weapons ideally to defeat Karzog. So ideally you're going to want to make sure that you're selecting the opposed schools of what Karzog would be.
Right.
Transmutation.
Enchantment and
Illusion.
illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because I took enchantment as one of my opposed schools, but the other one was necromancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yes, you can make weapons specifically of that, but you can also do others, among other things. So it's like a formula, I guess. A cauldron. You put the right ingredients in and you'll get certain different things out of it.
Right. So in theory, we could create rune swords or rune weapons with any of the enchantments.
Yes.
Or schools of magic.
Correct.
But in this particular case, illusion and enchantment are the two that we are looking for to defeat Karzog.
Right, but you know how it says you have you can make 6 weapons. So, and
Yeah.
not all of you guys are gonna use weapons, right? And there's only 4 of you anyways, so you have a potential of making different formulas if you so thought it necessary.
Oh, yeah. You have to figure out the...
You guys don't really know what kind of enhancement these weapons are going to give you, but it's just a thought that you can check out other wings and try different formulas.
Is Sin Magic something that, like, an archetype or something?
Yeah, Sin Magic is like a super specialization of Wizard. You get even more bonuses, but the penalties are harsher.
Oh.
You can't cast from the opposition schools, I think.
And your opposition are set. You don't get to choose them.
Yep.
But you get even more spells from your specialization. Okay, but unless we are planning on facing other Runelords right now, there's only one that we're really kind of concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
Although technically that note did mention that other Runelords, or it implied that other Runelords were waking up. I mean, that has some interesting ramifications.
Oh, The Sin Mage thingy isn't, like, super special. It just gives you an additional spell slot.
That you can prepare stuff in, but it has to be the same spell that you prepare twice.
So you get 2 bonus spells per level.
Yeah. But, right, anyway, what are we going to do right now?
Well, how about healing up this guy? Seems like
yeah.
he's had a rough time.
How bad
I think we're
does
just gonna
he
have-
look?
Can roll me a heal check to find out.
I'll do my best.
You're not really sure what is going on with him. He just looks really drained, like, drained.
Well, wait, drained. Heal doesn't remove drain, right?
Not ability drain. I don't know if she's talking about energy drain or ability drain.
He doesn't know. He didn't roll high enough. Abysm knows, though. Abysm, you know that creature you saw, like when you were in the bedroom and the other one had you on a charm, and you guys kind of identified them somewhat of what they were a clone of. So, in a small sense, you kind of already identified her as a succubi, and those creatures also displayed her abilities, and which she can energy drain. So it would probably be negative levels.
So something to get rid of negative level.
I don't think I can do that.
That's tough.
Sorry, what was wrong with this guy?
Negative levels.
Hmm. Well, we should be able to at least heal him up to consciousness, right?
Yeah, I can try that. I don't have a way to restore negative levels, though.
Right. That's fine.
Well, I don't know how much this will help, but, let's do this. That's 70 health.
Okay. He looks healthy in the sense of health. After that.
I'll try and wake him up.
Okay, you do so. He wakes up. And when you wake him up, he actually kind of like lurches forward with his like lips puckered, ready to like kiss you and climb onto you, Abysm.
Hmm. He's
Oh,
in
he's
thralls
not
of
in a
the
good state.
lust. Nope.
What do you do about that?
Wake up, man. You're free.
Snap out of it!
He says, "What should
Yeah.
you have me do, mistress?"
I think his mind is gone.
He
I
stands
wonder if a
up.
limited
It's like
wish
that
will
cat
fix
all
that.
over again.
He stands up and he like bends over and slaps his ass in front of you.
Well, okay, so I have limited wish, and it says that it undoes the harmful effects of many spells, such as Gias or insanity. But if he's just kind of naturally insane, will that fix it?
I think a heal spell or a full restoration will. I don't have any idea about anything else.
Heal doesn't restore. Oh yeah, it doesn't restore insanity.
Yes, Henrik, it can restore things like that.
Okay. Well, if you'll allow me to do that, I will.
I can just heal him. Don't lesser wish him.
I'm already getting ready to cut myself.
Don't cut
Don't.
yourself. We have a room where we can get components.
I want to first sense motive him. Does he seem like he's insane?
Yeah. Looks like he lost his
Yeah?
mind.
Okay. Here's your mind back.
Does heal cure, it's only magical insane, right? Let me pull that up.
Immediately ends all of the following adverse conditions affecting the target: ability damage, blinded, confused, dazed, dazzled, deafened, diseased, exhausted, fatigued, feeble-minded, insanity, nauseated, poisoned, sickened, stunned.
Okay. Well, he's actually not insane, though you guys were kind of using that word. He's technically under madness. But I'm trying to pull that up there, and this thing, the book that I'm reading right now, does not say heal will heal it, so I'm trying to pull heal up to see it. See what it does. It is not. Well, it is a powerful spell. Heal is a powerful spell. Wait, what am I looking at? No, that. Oh yeah. I guess madness is a form of insanity. Let me check.
I think the two are closely related to each other.
I mean, they're two terms for the same thing.
I think so.
Right.
I just don't know if it has game mechanic.
Insane. Okay, madness is a
differences.
thing, and then it says going insane, curing insanity. So I think it's all one thing. So here we go. Greater restoration, heal, limited wish, miracle, and wish will do the trick. So yes.
I got him.
Yay.
Oh, there's different types of insanities. Well, they don't mention that in this one, but there's like this little chart. It's funny.
Probably with the horror adventures introduced a lot of that stuff, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
I like that book a lot, actually.
brace yourselves, because you just turned an insane man who's been like insane for 10,000 plus years into a sane man. So now he goes from this weird, sexual position to more of a like shocked and frightened and confused and panicked, perhaps like falls to the ground and starts like kicking his feet back away from you guys, like just freaked out. You now have a very freaked out man. What do you do?
Don't worry, she won't bite. Not unless I tell her to.
Calm down. Calm down. You're safe now. You're free.
Oh, oops. Diana rolled that diplomacy.
Like everywhere he looks like freaked out. Like he doesn't really recognize his surroundings. He don't know who the fuck you guys are. Perhaps you guys look weird to him.
I'll be right back.
He's very panicked right now.
I try and calm him down. I'm not good at it, but I'll try it.
Henrik is unsure of what to do in this situation. I guess he'll try to help Abysm and
Yeah,
tell
I'll,
the man that
Nizzo
we've
Nizzo
freed
will
him
approach
from his lustful captors. Please calm down.
And he'll say, "We mean you no harm."
He's like, no, stay away from me! Stay away from me! And he starts like heading towards this hall.
No, that's the one we just
Don't.
rescued him from.
Yeah, just we'll keep him from going down the hall.
How do you do that?
Stand in front of him.
Okay. He'll attack you.
Just calm down. Okay, that's fine. I understand he's confused, so I don't hold this
I think
against
he's
him.
going to try to bull rush more so than anything. Would a 13 work?
No, not even close.
Then he attacks you. Does a 19 hit? You're flat-footed.
No.
Or maybe you're not
No.
flat-footed because he stopped the bull rush, so... Okay. What do you do? He's like punching you.
I'm so sad that I only rolled a 7 on that diplomacy roll. Diplomacy's actually... I think I'm actually like the best diplomacy in this party.
Yeah.
I will just block him from going anywhere and say, you have to calm down. I'll hold my hands up to show that they're empty.
You can see in his eyes that, like, he is panicked to the state of, like, can't process, can't think.
Right.
Just straight up fear.
Does anybody here have a means of calming him down?
I actually do. I wonder if there's a stronger version of this, though. Let's see. I think Calm Emotions is the most powerful spell. Is there one that's like up to, what, 5th level?
I don't know.
Oh, there's Control Emotion. Although I guess I'm not trying to control his emotions, right? I'm just trying to calm.
Well, yeah, could you control his emotions to calm down?
I could, but it would only last a few rounds before like his real emotions get back.
Okay. I mean, if
can
nothing
calm
else,
him
then
enough to. I don't know, like, even though it only lasts rounds per level, could we like calm him down so that by the time the spell ends, he might not like be flipping out anymore?
You can only try.
Well, I guess I could try that, right? It'll last for yeah, this will last for 1 round per level, so we have more than a minute to talk him down.
Okay.
Or just with Calm Emotion. I'm just gonna go with Calm Emotion. So, I'm gonna need to use Limited Wish to do this.
You and your limited wish.
It gives me so much flexibility.
Yeah. It's the
Besides,
I need
this
this
isn't
now
a-
spell. I need this now.
Yeah, this isn't a wizard spell, so I don't have access to it normally. But I'm gonna use blood money.
Abysm, you'll
You gotta
probably
break
have
you
to
of that
like
habit.
tackle him and prevent him from going anywhere, because like when you block him, he's probably gonna like start heading to other hallways, just trying to get away from you guys.
I take
Oh, that's
5
fine.
points
Yeah,
of damage and
I was going to grapple him if
3 points of strength damage.
That should be fairly easy. Let me take a look at what his CMD is. If you can be
And
a
I cast
17.
Calm Emotions on. He's gonna have to make a DC 20 will save.
Oh, I hit myself.
Yeah, you get him.
And this is a concentration up to 1 round per level, so
Okay.
I'm going to concentrate for the maximum duration.
Okay, he calms down and just doesn't really say anything to you guys, but is just looking at you guys, waiting with his emotions calm. I guess for the most part, looks like he's trying to just overall take in what he's seeing.
I tell the others to work quickly while I maintain the spell.
It looked like Nizzo was the best with words.
Okay.
Go have a beer with him, Nizam.
I'll try to explain to him that we rescued him from captivity in
In what language?
Thessalonian,
Okay.
and that he probably has been there for a very long time, and so the world as he knows it probably is not how he remembers it. But the important thing is that you are safe now, and will probably be able to go on and live your own life. And I'll roll a diplomacy roll in case I need it.
Okay.
And I rolled another 3. That's pretty cool. At least the bonus is high.
Yeah, your bonus is high. And usually in most situations, diplomacy DCs don't go up that high.
Yeah, Nizzo's pretty good at using his words because he's a businessman, so he needs to be able to,
Mm-hmm.
for negotiating.
You guys,
I ask him what his name is. I introduce myself as Nizzo Rivet Switch. Say that I'm a locksmith from a town known as Magnamar. Although you probably have never heard of Magnamar.
roll me a sense motive.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those too.
It'd
He
be awesome
looks
if this dude was like a war criminal.
really concerned. And go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay, I'm also pretty good at those.
You see like little chunks of like ash perhaps start to like peel off of his face all of a sudden. And he starts like racing back towards the hall. What do you do?
What?
I let him go if I understand what's happening here. Although, which hall is he going down?
The lust.
Maybe direct him up towards the... which is the safest hall that we found so far?
Are you saying you prevent him from going to the Hall of Lust?
I don't want him to go back to the lust people. I understand what might be happening, but I want him to go through a different hallway. Is there one that we've actually cleared out?
I mean, yeah,
Tried, but
the
only
illusion one.
So far.
Except there's that mirror, I guess. Otherwise, going back up to Karzog's, as long as he doesn't go, too far in to run into the Silverman, there's nothing else there that's dangerous. The traps we've gotten rid of. The golems
Well, the
are all
methods
dead.
are kind of mischievous.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
the methods
but-
would do something to him, but...
Well, I take him by the arm and I go with him up to Karzog's place.
Okay, when you do that, he crumples to ash to the ground.
Well, we tried. He's better off this way than he was.
I cut myself
them.
on that guy.
We did
So wait, what happened?
We did a lot for him. I suspect that removed from the preservative magics of the room, his true age caught up with him.
Aww. That's sad.
It's unfortunate, but we did everything that we could and freed him of his torment.
He got a short
Yeah, he is free,
explanation
at
of
least.
the current world.
Yeah, I was fairly vague about it
It's
because I
like we
didn't want to
told
like
him everything is terrible.
info dump him too
and then he
much.
died.
So I kind of just told him like the world's probably not the same as you remember it, and like
Yeah.
he learned about who I am, I guess. I don't know what that does for him or not, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. This was Paizo's dick move for Rise of the Runelords. Here's
Yeah,
this
it
guy
was
you
kind
can
of a dick
save. He's great if you talk to him in the place. You get a little bit of info. It's really just about the Runelords 10,000 years ago. Not anything special, but and then you're like, "Oh,
this
you're our
is still
friend. Come with
relatively-
us." And then he just crumbles to dust when he leaves.
This is still pretty tolerable on the scale of like dick move.
That's true. It's pretty tolerable.
But on the bright side, we got the thing from the lust place, so that was good.
That's true.
Hopefully, we don't have to go back. There's a lot of stuff there, and that'd be very scary to fight all of that.
Yep. So there's your guys'
So,
experience for that.
what should we do now?
Well, based purely on the knowledge, although we have some metagaming information, it might be incomplete. We fidget with the rune pool.
Do we want to do that right now, or like maybe pick weapons, or even make weapons?
Well, from my perspective, my scimitar has always served me well, and it is my weapon of choice.
Yeah, that would be a good one for sure.
I just wish we knew more about the process itself so we could understand what was going to happen.
Right. And I think like a quarterstaff is the only weapon I could wield.
Dagger.
I guess a dagger would work too. But if Henrik's gonna wield it, it's gotta be a good one.
How about a fancy dagger, like a Chris?
It has to be an awesome
or
dagger.
a Thame.
Especially since I can fabricate things. Too bad I can't, like, turn one of my scrolls into a Runeforged weapon. Because I can turn the scroll into a weapon.
It's consumed in the use, though, isn't it?
Hmm?
When you use scrolls, aren't they consumed? When turning
No,
them into
I can fold them back.
scroll
I'm
blades?
sorry about that. I'm back.
It, like, origamis them into a weapon, and then, like, when I'm done with it, it just becomes a scroll.
Oh. I thought it actually cast or used up one of the spells on the scroll.
No.
I might
But I
be
mean,
thinking
it can
of
be
something
destroyed.
different.
Like, any kind of, like, fireball or something, like, runs the risk of, like, destroying it.
Wait, did we kill the guy?
No, he turned to dust.
No, he turned to dust. Time caught up with him.
Oh. Well, I guess that's better than whatever he was doing.
I agree.
I just noticed in the drop-down menus for language selections in chat, I can't select Thessalonian. Is that because it's not built into Fantasy Grounds like
Probably
the other ones are?
not, because I had to remove you guys to a new. I can add it really quick though. Just let me know if I'm missing anything else. But
Unless
I have
we
all my
think
other
there's
languages
more
there.
information to be found in some of the other areas, I'm not sure.
I was gonna ask that too. Like, are we gonna go
Do
to
we
any
actually
of the other
even know
area?
how we're
I mean, we
how
have
we're
to go to
doing
Wrath,
this?
right, to get out.
Yes, Wrath
Unless we
sounds
plane
like the
shift
way
out
out.
or whatever, I think, right? Or teleport or whatever it was.
you guys haven't tried anything yet, so you're not sure.
But we do know that
we
for
haven't
sure
been
that the
in
guy did
Sloth.
say he had a way to get out in the Wrath thing. So yeah, for sure
Yeah.
that at least is one way out.
We haven't been in Sloth, we haven't been in Envy, and we haven't been in Gluttony.
But do we actually even know how? Like we know we have these components now, but do we know actually how to use them? Like do these
Nope.
notes actually tell us?
They just say render them down to their
No.
essence, but it doesn't say what that means. And wasn't Envy, like, destroyed? Wasn't their
Well, so they were
cavern
defeated.
collapsed?
Right?
Well, Envy themselves might be destroyed, but it's possible that there's still some information there.
Uh, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What was due north? No, that was
That's right.
North is green.
You'll agreed, yeah.
right.
Oh, that's Wrath.
No, it's greed.
And there's 8 schools of magic, but divination is not
There's
one of the
7.
sin magic.
We also went
Divination doesn't
down
count
this
as
one.
one.
I don't remember which one it
The
is.
Thessalonians, they didn't consider divination to be worthy of a school of magic.
But we did go down this path over here, and there was a a golem that shot some arrows at us and such, and we did a little
Yeah.
bit of damage to it before we ran away.
That's
So
Wrath.
that's one place. If we
That's Wrath.
now it's Wrath. So I guess whenever we go there, we'll see if that golem's still damaged or not, and then also we'll be more careful about entering that room because we triggered something that I didn't notice the first time.
Well, Envy backstabbed everybody else, so maybe they knew something. Maybe they knew something that the others didn't, or they were just being jerks.
Maybe,
Who knows?
yeah.
It might be the next one to check out, though, if we're going to continue our exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Envy. Sounds like nothing could possibly go wrong there.
Are we going there
Still
right
have
now,
a
or
decent amount of spells, but I don't really have a plan to get us out if things go wrong. I don't have any more dim doors or limited wishes.
I was going to say, if you read between the lines of what he just said, he really means, I don't have limited wish anymore, so we should rest.
That's right. If I could just prepare all limited wish, I would.
well, I guess that means I can read more about being a great leader.
And I can copy some illusion spells.
Okay, well, if we want to rest, I mean, it doesn't...
It's kind of too
Doesn't
bad
really
we don't have
feel
that
like-
guy to talk to, like, during that time, though.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be right back here.
It's gonna be like we go to the sloth room and this is where Secret's gonna be like, you all are sloths! You all rest too much!
So tired.
So we're all gonna get hit really hard by it. It's gonna be hilarious.
So, you guys gonna rest or move on?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna read more about being a great leader, and yeah, I was joking about how when we go to the sloth wing, you're gonna like ping us all with being sloth for resting all the time, but
Well, you're not resting because you already feel rested, and you're not eating because you're already eating. But
well, we're
you're
spending the
staying.
time here, yeah, to regain our spells and whatnot, and heal up.
All right, nothing attacks you during that time, so you guys move on to the next day.
Yep, I've learned more about being a leader. I think Henrik was gonna maybe do some spellcraft checks as well, but he said, I think he went AFK for a second.
Okay. Well then, okay, so that one is gonna be this path here.
Yeah, we were gonna talk about going down the envy door. So if you don't have that, I guess you could start maybe working on prepping that. I guess.
Yeah,
While
but I'm
we're-
just gonna
while we're AFK and
manually
whatnot.
roll anything. It's
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Do it live.
Do it live. I might actually have these things made.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
But
Yeah, exactly.
Wing it. Improvise.
I'll just install Wrath over here. You run into a archer giant golem looking thing. Yeah. Surprise.
The old trick of the doors leads wherever you
I
want it to
want.
lead as a
Yeah.
DM. Yeah. Like you have two doors and you want the PCs to go to a specific room, so you're like, no matter which door they open, it's that room.
It's gonna be whatever I choose.
And then you just gotta be careful that they don't do stuff like to throw you off from that by like opening the door and like looking in and then just being like, alright, we go to the other door now. Like shit, you're supposed to actually go in there.
Envy.
It's when you have the really fucking complicated maze prepped. Or one of your players is like, I'm bored with this, I'm going to go to sleep.
Wait, is it made? What number is it?
And then the player who never talks is suddenly like, I like this, I'm going to interact in this place.
Yeah, I don't have this script at all. Yay! It's fine. It's fine. I've had practice now. I can do this shit now. As before, I couldn't. At least not on the program, but you know. Why do I have this always made though? Oh, this is already made. Okay, I just had it weirdly labeled. No problem. I got this, guys. Alright, so, yep, you guys wake up, you prepare your spells, you talk, you don't eat because you don't need to. I guess that means you also don't piss or poo because you don't eat. Unless you choose to eat, then I suppose you still have to poo. There's no toilets here.
It's very strange.
Don't worry, we can roleplay that on our own.
Are you sure you don't want to roleplay that?
Do I learn any cool things about leadership from reading that book?
Not yet. I mean, in your mind, yes, you're learning stuff, but it's not really gonna all come together till the end. Perhaps you are feeling a little bit more, I don't know, I guess more like a leader, you know? Because sometimes when the party's
More
like,
confident,
"Grr,
maybe?
I don't know what to do," you're like, well, maybe I can.
Like, don't worry,
assert
I'm
my
a
own
leader now.
ideas." Yeah. Instead of think about it, just do, or something, you know? Yeah.
Can I take leadership for animals?
I banned leadership from these games, so
Right.
maybe future games, but yeah.
It's okay, I already sort of have it going. Leopold
I was
has a
gonna say-
cohort of jaguars. But it's Leopold's cohort.
If you took the Beastmaster archetype, you could have taken dozens of half-hit die cats.
Yeah, and then they all die to a breath.
I could have, but no thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Is that book teaching you these bad jokes? Or the puns?
It's actually a quote. But yes, this book's teaching me that.
We're waiting on Matt, right?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, everybody's here. Okay. What do you do?
Envy. No, yes.
You mean like...
Game time. Clock is ticking.
Did we overnight rest?
Oh, not on the combat tracker. Hold on. There you go.
Okay. Testing
Right.
spells for...
Wait, why is Henrik still injured? I would have done something about that before we rested.
We didn't actually hit the rest button as well.
No,
so
she just
that's why.
did it.
I just did it, but he
okay.
still has 10 damage.
I'm going to have cast my last one of these on Henrik. There.
Thank you.
Before we would have rested. Because I had one more left.
So he's at like 1 health or 1 damage right now, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Whatever. I'm just gonna keep these things. Put these on Diana. I guess I'll make her small again. That's with a level 2 spell. And I'll share this with her. Okay, we're ready to go.
I am going to, in the time that we rested, I'm going to learn the spell from the illusion book, Mislead.
Okay.
That's a fun spell. Good protective one.
Well, I guess we're going to Envy, right?
I guess so.
According to this book, they said that leaders don't take people where they want to go. Like, great leaders take people where they don't necessarily want to go, but where they ought to be.
Sounds like a leader thing to do.
Where ought I to be, Pluto?
In the halls of envy. Let's go.
Let's
Okie
go
dokie.
then.
I'm envious of your position.
Go ahead and
Of
move
your leadership
tokens
skills.
there.
Which one's envy?
Where the arrows?
You said you want us to put our token in the hall there? Okay.
Yeah. You guys are staying on this map. The Envy Hall is technically this map, so. We ain't
Which
going
hall?
nowhere.
Which map?
There you go.
Before we leave this area, I'm gonna have everyone gather around while I cast a spell using my favorite spell.
What? Blood money?
Well, blood money and limited.
Again, you don't have to cut yourself. We can get the components just right there down that hallway.
This
he
is
likes
fast.
cutting himself. He's emo.
I know.
He's an emo wizard.
It's concerning me.
Take 3 more points of strength damage. If anybody has some restoration, I would appreciate it.
Okay, sure.
And I'm going to wish for an emergency getaway when we need it. And this will be the designated place for us to be teleported to within the Runeforge.
Never knows, not enough PP or whatever. Yeah, whatever. I use my wand to lesser restoration on you. I have a plus 19 UMD, so it just goes off.